What's up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video. Of course, I messed up my own intro, but anyways, we're back here in Planet Coaster, and you're seeing this. Yes, we're in real time this time, and probably for the rest of this series, we'll probably stay in real time because a lot of people have been wanting me to go to real time here lately. And because a lot of people, I guess, are interested in more of how I create things, more in a closer way and stuff. So be prepared that it's gonna probably be a little bit longer process. Each video is gonna be probably about 40 minutes long if I do it this way. If anyone has any objections of this and they actually prefer the time lapse, please let me know in the comments below. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and stay real time at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll get right to it. So let's go ahead and add a ticket booth entrance here for our 4D coaster, and it is currently testing. As you can see, the queue line for it. We're gonna detail this building a lot more because it's not detailed pretty much at all. So let's go ahead and detail that a little bit more. And do we want to go to custom, and do we want to go to windows and stuff? Because why not? We gotta make this building look good with some windows. Just like that. And let's see, what else can we add to this to make it look good? How about some balconies that we could add to make it look good? And let's actually go ahead and do the advanced placement. Makes it a little bit easier to get that same what we want here, the same height and stuff like that. We'll want that to remain the same through here. So, and by no means I really good at station. I've had people wanting me to do tutorials. Trust me, there are a lot more better people with tutorials out there than me, because that can do tutorials better than me, because I by no means can do stations real well. Like, that's no joke. There are some people out there that just do an amazing job. And because I don't do a whole lot of detailing on my buildings. I mean, I do, but I don't do extreme detailing like I probably should, but I'm just not as good. So, but anyways, let's get these over here. You can always use the duplicate tool to your advantage, because you can really just get them in there, or get things in pretty quickly. And I'm thinking I'm going to add a transfer track here as well. To the side over here, if I can fit it in. We might want to make a exit here, exit pathway. And a lot of people, or I've had suggestions on making fast pass lanes, or fast passes for some of the bigger rides, like this one. And I probably will do that. Most likely. Alright. Go this way with it. And ta-da! As we get this to the pathway, and it's connected now. Yeah! Alright, there's the exit. And let's create a... Try to create a transfer track here. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to go to the building section here and actually go to walls, framework, and see if we can't get this to work properly. I can't remember, what did I do last time? Last time I actually used something like these. If I can find them. It's not under framework or columns. Or is it under this? Wooden plank, no. Or was it, is it under roofs? Alright. So what we want to do here is actually get this as close as possible up top here. Just like so. And then we're going to build this out just a little bit so the track can move over. Let's say we can go all the way to right about here. And then I'm going to want to go to my framework. I remember where it's at. Framework was under walls. And we're going to use these. Just like so. Alright, now we can actually duplicate this. Go Control D and we can just place them where we need to. If I rotate it, it does not make a difference, so. But I know in this park I wanted to make sure I had some transfer tracks. That way it looks just a little bit more realistic. Because I think realism is very important, and you know, having transfer tracks just adds that little bit more realism to it, I think so. Alright, you can actually probably change it. I guess you can't change the color. I was gonna say probably change the color of these, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it white anyways. Alright, and there should be a corner piece somewhere here. Is it this? Roof molding square corner. Oh, that should be snapping. Right? Ah, that's fine. Alright, so let's get to some roofs. We want to put some flat roofs up here. And we'll go ahead and select this one, and we're gonna change the color to black. And we're just gonna have this along the side here, and this is where the track is gonna go. Gotta make sure it's long enough for the trains. In fact, I don't even think this is long enough, to be honest. Here. While it's coming in, we'll get a good indication. You gotta have it long enough to fit the train. So it's gonna go about right there. So we're gonna have to create some more space here for the transfer track. And to do that, we're actually gonna go ahead and select all of this. can get it selected. Alright, does that look all selected? If it's not, I'll just add in the missing pieces, I guess. Perfect, that's gonna work just perfectly. And now we'll go back to the roofing and make it just as long. Alright, now we're getting what we need. We'll add one more. And that should be tall enough. I kind of wish you could change the color of the framework at this point. Can you? Never actually looked. No, you can't. I do kind of wish you could change the framework. But at this point you cannot. Which kind of sucks, but hey, maybe we will be able to in the future. You just never know. Alright, now we're creating the storage building for the trains. As we get this all set up. Nice and neat. Whoops. And almost there. These trains are so big, it's just like, I will also put these up here as well. With the tall one. Alright, now we gotta add the track in there. So we're gonna, which you have to do for this is kind of tricky sometimes, is you gotta go ahead and click the track type here, as if you're adding a completely new coaster. So it's kind of weird. You gotta do this. You gotta put it in a spot that's, you gotta put the this in a spot where you can put it. And then you gotta build a track that goes through here, and probably won't let me because of the framework that's in the way. So we're actually gonna have to delete that for right now. And then go back to the coaster itself. Edit track. Hopefully it's not too low. Looks like it is. Oh, let me place it there. Alright. Looks pretty straight to me, so. Only issue is, no, that's wide enough. See, it keeps trying to change it on me. And it's not gonna let me place it there. Let me place it back there, but not there. Okay. Might have to make this just a smidge wider. So we'll actually edit building, because the trains are so outspread that they are kind of, they're too wide for the track, and it's too close to the other track, I think, is the issue we're running into here. So what we're going to do here is actually select all of this. We're going to move it down. So I'm going to take it here and I'm going to move it down one. And then we're going to add an extra thing right here. And try it again. And that's straight. We'll go with that. Alright, hopefully that is not tall enough. Alright. This time, we'll get it correct. I wish it would stop rotating it, though. If I turn angle snap on, there we go. Alright, it's slightly too tall. Or slightly not rotated right. So I'm going to actually have to take that off. No. No. So I want to line it up straight. This shouldn't have taken as long as it has. But come on, man. Alright, that's straight. Alright, I think we're finally tall enough too, so. There we go. So what I'm actually going to do is create a small piece right here that won't be a part of it. And then we're going to create this larger piece right here. It goes... Actually, we'll just go right here. And we want to have drive tires in them. That is completely flush with the end there. Just like so. And then we're going to go back to the station here. And we're actually going to go ahead and delete this section. And you got a little piece of track here that we're going to use as our transfer track. So there's the transfer track. Looking good. Taking a little longer than I thought it would, but oh well, we got it done. Got the tough part done anyways. We still got to create some of the structure here. There we go. And these need to go up. I can't go there. And as for a roof, we'll just put these up. Give them kind of a silver color. Alright, looks like we're gonna need more height. So here we go. It's gonna be interesting. And place these up here. Did it go back to white? Oh, perfect. And we got a nice little roof over our transfer. Alright, so now we're actually going to, I'm going to actually do this. you go. And it's beautiful. So it doesn't have to be like all decorative and stuff, because it's just the transfer building and stuff like that. So the way it's gonna work is there's 2 trains. I figured that you'd store one in here and one in the building when they're not in operation. So, and that's how we're gonna treat that for right now. As you can see, the other one, if we remember the other transfer, which is right here, we have pretty much the same concept. So, works out very nicely. Alright, now we need to go and fill in some more gaps. So I'm seeing a lot of emptiness right here. So I'm trying to think if I should put some sort of building here, or ride, possibly. But it's kind of empty, so let's see if we can't fit a ride in here and see what we can't come up with. So there can't be too big. We can always put balloons ride in there if we want, or something along those lines. This one is pretty small, but could we fit a queue line in there is the question. Probably. I think it would fit really nicely in this area too, so we're gonna go ahead and place it down. And I think it will complement the coaster a lot more too. So we're gonna go ahead and let's get this entrance down. We'll place the entrance around over here, and then also place the exit over here to connect with this. And then the queue line, we will make sure the width is small, and we're going to take the angle snap off. And it's going to wrap around here a little bit. And we turn angle snap on, and then we can have a little bit of a queue line snaking through this spot here. Doesn't need an extraordinarily long queue line because it is just a balloons ride. Alright, and add the ticket booth entrance. Squeeze it in here as best as we can. I think that will work. And then if we go back to the queue line, we can actually connect to this, hopefully. Just like so. Alright. So there's the balloons ride, the aeronauts. And we're going to add a little bit of scenery on this. We're going to add some nature scenery, some trees and little doodads like that to make it complement the ride a little bit. Just like usual. And just some pretty trees. To make your guest happy. And then I really like this tree. This tree is very pretty as well. We have a birch tree in here now that we can add, which looks really nice. So it's nice to have some new trees in here as well. There we go. And we got a new flat ride, and the main street is almost crowded enough at this point. And let's see, we need to add more litter bins obviously around that, and just to fill it in and make it less trashy. Obviously. Now if we go to scenery, and we're going to go to path extras, and we're going to add these litter bins because they're very much needed. Well, let's add some benches as well. On all sides. More litter bins in this area. Can't have too many litter bins for your guests. Alright, so I believe that it would be appropriate to put one more thing around here, whether it be a building or something. So let's find a facility to put in here. Should we go food shop, first aid, drink shop, gift shops? I'm gonna go custom actually. Actually, we could use a blueprint, just for fun. Because I haven't actually used a blueprint in this park yet. And, I think it'd be kind of cool. Look at that. And it's giving me red for some reason. I don't know why I can't place it there. Why I wouldn't be able to place it there. There's no reason. A little pirate shop. That's kind of cool. Chief beef stall. Very small, and it's not letting me place these. They are red, but well, actually it did let me place it. That's funny, okay. Little ATM place here. I could actually connect to both of these, which is actually really cool. See, this shouldn't be red if it lets me place it. Which is kind of hilarious. Alright, we can put that building there. And I think these blueprints actually look really cool, so. Alright. And let's see if we can't get a drink shop in here. This village one looks really nice. And that's pretty good. And let's add just a little bit of scenery around these places. Give them that little spark that they need. Like some bushes. And some trees and whatnot. Let me see if I can get some birch trees in here. And just get everything in here. Yeah. And take a look at that. It looks good. And we did that within like seconds, so I absolutely love having these blueprints because you can plop some stuff down that look really nice that literally just take seconds to place. And it looks good. And that's also what matters, is that it looks good. But as you can see, this main street's coming along quite nicely. Really looking good. And we'll see where that takes us next. I'll actually let the game play out a little bit. Get those janitors to sweep up all that litter. Unfortunately for him, that there's a lot to do. Alright, so let's start placing some trees kind of in this area just to get us started here. And then of course we're going to want to put some birch trees in here as well. And let's see where they are there. Right there. And we'll place these around just to get us started with a good looking environment here for our dual launch coaster. And we'll also get to see the park at night a little bit. Now, a lot of people said you should let the park play on while you're building, but the reason why I never really did that is because I didn't want to get a lot of guests in the park, because that takes a lot more to render, kind of, and slows the game down a little bit more, which is kind of something I wanted to avoid. But we'll see how it does. And this is looking quite nice, so you can see all these trees and everything like that, and we'll get these couple bushes in there as well. These large bushes will work quite nicely in this area. And again, the layout of the park is pretty much complete. We just need to fill in more details and stuff. It's looking quite good at night, actually, which is definitely good. We're gonna hire some more janitors to help get this cleaned up more. And what we're gonna do is raise his pay up quite a bit. That way he stays happy for a longer period of time. And we are in like a sandbox, so there's money is not an issue at the moment. So I don't think it will ever be an issue if we're always in sandbox. So as you can see, we got quite a bit of an empty area here. I think I'm gonna keep it that way, and we can use this land for precious, future attractions maybe. So we're gonna fill it up with some foliage and trees. Because I want to keep some areas open for future expansions of the park and stuff like that, to make the park bigger and add some new attractions down the road, just like an actual park. And it just adds realism. Like, again, I'm gonna be coming back to these parks even after I finish them to actually add new attractions down the road, kind of like, an actual theme park chain and stuff that actually will add new rides every year or something like that, or just kind of little doodads like that. Like, even if it's like a flat ride or two or something like that, that's just gonna be I think it'll be a lot of fun to play around with it quite a bit. But like, you're seeing this area, and this could be a great expansion area for future attraction, or a future flat ride or something like that, or even a little tiny roller coaster. You never know. And there might be times where I'll actually take out a ride to put in new ones, just like real parks, if it's not doing so well and stuff like that. But as you can see, the park is actually starting to look like a more complete park now, it looks like, which is actually a really good thing, because look at all this this park. It's actually starting, the gaps are getting filled finally, and that's just what we needed. And we're starting to get there, as you can see. A lot of empty areas, which will be really good for future expansions of the park and stuff like that. But overall, I'm very excited, and it's gonna look cool in the end. So let's go some more detailing on this building here, just a little bit. And I'm gonna add some more, or actually some roofs on this thing. Alright, so we need to make the good size smaller. That way I can place this roof here. That way it looks good, and then we can add just some more details to make it look fantastic. Oops. This needs to go, right here. I actually need to place this here. Place this here. Place this here. And this not there, but there, and this here. Fantastic. And then we'll close her up this direction. And then we can place a cool spire, like in the middle here. That'd be nice. And just add flat roofs to hold this up. Yeah, that looks good. Roofing wise, that looks good. Alright, and that concludes this detailing for that building. Alright, what should we do here? They're gonna need a little bit of detailing in the future, but for right now, it will do. It will do. These already have some stuff on them, so we'll leave that be. Okay. What area do we need to work on? We can add some more buildings along the side here. Or another building right here. That rocktopus. Now we can actually add like a gift shop type store over here. If we go to shops and facilities and gift shops, let's see what we got here. I actually really like this building and would love to have it in here. I'm not gonna lie. Hats, fantastic. And I think it fits quite nicely in that spot. As another building. I know some people are probably going to think I'm lazy a little bit by adding some of these blueprinted buildings, but to be honest, I think they're fantastic to have because you can literally plop some down as a gap filler, you know, and use them to your advantage. So I'm just going to go to buildings and go to blueprints and kind of add some of these. Just for gap fillers. I think it will really help out. And these are the in-game ones. I don't think these are ones other community players. I think these are the developer ones, so. I think they'll actually fit in quite nicely. We'll place this little building here just because it's kind of cute. And I like it. I'm just mainly trying to fill out these outside pieces of the park. Because they're a little naked at the moment. So yeah, I wish they kind of had a little bit more, but that's alright. Just like little things like this I think are really neat. Alright, so we need to fill in this outside part here with either a building or just close it off completely, pretty much. And, you know, we could use some more attractions and stuff. So shops and facilities is never a bad place to go. Something we don't have is a first aid station. And we could have like our first aid station building right over here. Like, yay, first aid. Always a good thing to have. There's already restrooms there, so we don't need restrooms. Like, these blueprints just really help out to filling gaps. Like, you can use these if you're a casual player, and I'm not necessarily a casual player, but I like to use these. What's this one look like? Information booth. Is that the only one they have? I guess I'll have to make my own then. So we're going to make an information booth here. Info. So guests can get some information of the park, get some park maps probably, and odds and ends like that. Let's see if I can't connect a path to this. Make sure I can do that first before I build the building. Kind of weird that it doesn't fit in there. Interesting. But we're going to build the building anyways, and I'll move it later to fit. So here we are. We're going to go to custom, going to go to walls, and we're going to go to these and that and this. And we're actually going to see what we can find to cover this up. This is going to be simple building. One of the very few square buildings that I will make. And that's the truth. Alright, let's see what kind of roofs we got here. I haven't used these before. They look interesting. That doesn't fit real well. Neither does that. And neither does that. Let's see if there's a flat piece here. Doesn't really match. Maybe if we change the color. That'll work, I suppose. Now, how am I gonna fill this up? Didn't think about that. Is there a wall that will clear this up a little bit? I hope so, otherwise it seems kind of weird. In fact, I don't think I'm gonna want to do this. We're gonna get rid of these and go with something else. I wanted to kind of go with a like more of a curved kind of roof, but I don't know what I'm going to be able to find here. Curved. See, I wish there was a little bit more. I wish they kind of would add a little bit more than what they did on roofing wise. I guess we'll just keep it simple. It is a simple building after all. With some tall slant roofs. Just like that, and is there actually a information sign now? I don't know if there is or not. Look, information. Fairy tale restroom. Surely there'd be an information sign, but it doesn't look like there is. Okay. So there's not an information sign, I don't think. If there is, please let me know. Don't call me dumb, but just please let me know. Like, this is like the simplest building I've ever made. So it's not anything special. Let's move this. Alright, you'll go there. And we'll add some scenery around you. And make you look pretty. Because that's what we're going for here. Prettiness. And if I put this... sink that into the ground a little bit. Place some trees around and it'll look gorgeous. Kind of. Yeah, information building. So yeah, lots of buildings and detailing, and we're doing really good so far. And it's looking to come quite together. The park's looking a lot more fuller and more natural as we progress. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys like the real time better than the time lapse or not, or if you like it this better, just let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you have a great day and even cooler tomorrow, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you and have a great day, cooler tomorrow. I said that right. And goodbye.